What's up, and welcome back to the Weightlifting Way of Life podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Ryan Capers. This is Bailey Forst and Dr. CJ DePalma. We're here to bring you your fitness news for the week. Go ahead and bring us in, Bailey.
Fit news.
Most recently, what was the Iranian National Championships?
Yeah.
Weightlifting Championships. Moradi.
Sohrab Moradi is a monster.
Just a freak of a human. Broke the clean and jerk, unofficially broke the clean and jerk world record at 240 kilos, while also snatching 190.
Weighing under 105.
He's at 94.
Weighing 94. Sorry, yeah. I mean, what a freak. I mean, he broke the records that the IWF took away from Ilya Ilyin.
Yep.
I mean,
but he broke them by a lot, wasn't it? Like 228 or 232?
I think Ilya's was 236, right?
Yeah, and then after they took it away, it was his record, which was 231 or something like that.
Right.
Yeah,
that's a huge jump.
What a monster.
9 kilos? What?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And then piggybacking off of that, Rostami actually moved up a weight class. He's no longer 85. He's competing as a 94.
Oh wow!
Or that's expected.
It's always so interesting when you see these like already world class, best in the world weightlifters move up a weight class.
Yeah, but I guess that doesn't matter though. You'll figure out why in a second. Then we had CrossFit suing Reebok and the NSCA. Suing Reebok, they basically sued them for not for a violation of contract, I think it was.
Yeah, they owe them like royalties based on selling because of their CrossFit name.
I saw something about like they changed their algorithm for what CrossFit gets paid in royalties without telling them.
Yeah, well, they tried to change it, and then they also just tried to hide sales, is what it sounds like.
Right, but it's like back from like 2012 or something crazy.
Yeah, it's been a long standing, so it was like upwards of like $4 or $5 million, and then
which isn't that much to CrossFit or Reebok.
Yeah, it's definitely not that much to Reebok. It's like it's a CrossFit. Yeah, that's like building the field again.
Right. Yeah.
And then the NSCA, that's been the whole push for CrossFit Health is like stemming from that NSCA study in Michigan that was a lie, and they're suing them for that.
And they're still suing over that.
Yeah, it hasn't been.
That's been going on for a while.
Right. So what happened was
I'm sorry, I was going to say I thought CrossFit won something against that.
They've won. I don't think they've settled. They're going back again for I think something different, or the same case is open, but now Glassman's just like on the hunt. So now he's attacking. Like the CDC and the ACSM.
What is he attacking the CDC for?
For receiving donations and not claiming them publicly. So since they're like federally funded, when they receive donations, they're supposed to be like publicly noted so people understand like where the money's going. Yeah. And they've been hiding a lot of money because they were looking through of these some like old financial records and things like that and found it, and so they brought it to like federal court attention, and now like these federal agencies are coming at the CDC and who else? I don't know.
Which is good. Somebody needs to do that, especially to the CDC, because they're supposed to be the bipartisan research people.
Right, exactly.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, so
for the world, in fact.
Right. So that's going there. That has nothing to do with the lawsuit, but it's secondary from it. Yeah. They were diving into more things that the NSCA is like getting from like the CDC, these numbers and these protocols of like nutrition and health and like wellness and exercise and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. So, CrossFit's on this path of, CrossFit's better than everything, which I love CrossFit to death, but they're flirting with lines that they don't need to be flirting with.
Yeah.
They're stretching it, but it's whatever. I mean, those kind of things, like hiding money, hiding donations from like these publicly ran organizations. That's really important. So
right, and
that's a good thing.
I'm actually on board with just about everything that they're doing. Mm-hmm. Like in terms of especially attacking the CDC, getting their money from Reebok. I'm all for them attacking. Or for going after the NSCA for trying to produce a study that is completely falsified.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That makes sense.
I mean, in the NSCA, who's done a lot of crooked stuff over the years. I mean, who's probably one of the most crooked fitness organizations in the world.
Just the biggest fitness organization in the world.
Right. Imagine that.
Right. How about that? So yeah, but with that, they're pushing to this like big soda, the fight.
Yeah.
And I think they're just stretching it, making a lot of these claims like CrossFit cures cancer. I don't, or prevents cancer. I don't even like.
I mean, which fitness does.
Yeah,
I mean, I read a research study not long ago, and everybody knows it. That regular diet and exercise can help prevent like 46% of all cancers.
Right.
Like, or 46% of your chance of getting all cancer.
Right. Your chance of getting all cancers.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is totally different than just preventing cancer.
Right. Yeah. It's a little bit different.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's what the lawsuit's about.
Do you think this Reebok lawsuit might bring in the opportunity for?
No, they re-signed already.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
But I did see somewhere that this gives them the opportunity to break their contract.
I don't know why they would. That'd be stupid.
I mean, it's a violation of the contract.
Yeah, but I don't know why they would break the. I don't know why they would try and get out. I don't think CrossFit
if Nike's knocking at the door, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah,
maybe
they might be. I mean, I'm not saying they are, but I'm saying.
I mean,
they've already like made a ton of money making a shoe.
Yeah, I mean, so did I mean, we all know CrossFit saved Reebok.
Oh yeah,
hands down.
Yeah.
Adidas, who owns Reebok, will tell you that as well. They were on the outs. It was like 2 years, and they were going to stop producing.
I remember when I was in high school in 2008, whenever
they got the shoe,
when Reebok lost their NFL contract. Mm-hmm. They were all the apparel for the NFL. They lost that to Nike.
Yep.
And even back then, as a kid, I was like, "Well, Reebok's not going to survive. They don't have anything else. They had the NHL."
Right.
I don't even know if they did. I don't know if they still do or not.
No, I don't think so.
But I mean, I agree with you. CrossFit probably more than likely saved Reebok.
100%. Yeah, just with the shoe, because Reebok's still doesn't make good clothes. Their clothes are. I hate their clothes.
Really, I love their clothes.
I don't like it. I don't know. I don't like their clothes. I like Nike clothes.
Yeah. You can't beat Nike clothes.
But then I don't know. It'll be tough because I mean they'd have to rebrand. I mean like the Nano would be gone.
Yeah.
That would be weird. I don't know if that would be. I mean that's like Fran. It's like.
I mean, is it though? Like, who doesn't love Metcons? Really?
Yeah, I like Nanos better.
Yeah.
I have like 3 pairs of Metcons.
Now, what about the Noble? Where does that fit in?
I mean, as like a face of CrossFit, not important.
No,
but
just functionality wise.
I mean, I like the shoe a lot. I like to train in my Nanos.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just wear my Nobles all the time.
Interesting.
So.
Yeah, I mean,
I do yard work in my Metcons.
I will say I can't wear the Metcons all day. Mm. Now the ones I think were the most comfortable, and then like the 2s and on are just so hard. Yeah. Like if you wear them walking around all day, your feet are crushed.
Really?
Yeah, that's me anyway.
I don't know, but we'll see. I mean, it could definitely happen. I thought it was going to happen in 2015 when they were the original, like when the Metcon came out.
Yeah.
14. I thought it was going to happen then, and it didn't, and we'll see. I don't know.
It might be a dark horse come in, like New Balance might get the CrossFit contract.
Yeah, just a bunch of like complete minimalist shoes.
Yeah, they got the New Balance, burpees, and then the New Balance Dad 2.0s, and then.
Dad
now,
2.0.
does if Nike takes over, do they ban all other shoes like Reebok does?
No.
Yeah.
No.
In competition?
No. They don't do any other sport that they own.
Yes, they do. You can't wear different shoes on the NFL. On NFL,
yeah, you can.
Yes, you can.
They all get fined.
Oh yeah, they get fined.
Yeah,
they don't. I mean, they don't just outright ban them.
But no, they 100% do that, guaranteed. Because Reebok was able to do it successfully, at least at the games.
Yeah,
they'll do it at the games for sure. It'll be exactly how it is now. I don't think anything will change.
Wait, but what about the whole "Don't ban our shoe, beat our shoe" campaign?
They ban other shoes. Guaranteed.
So they're going to be hypocrites.
Because not as many people will wear Metcons on the floor. Guaranteed.
Oh well, I mean, I agree with that. Yeah, I
mean, like the Nano and Noble are still outworn over the Metcon across the board.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. Especially with Noble now. I think it was split. I think Metcon might have outdone the Nano, but when Noble came out, I think now it's back to like.
Really? Yeah. I just don't see that many Nobles.
Yeah, I mean,
Noble never goes on.
It's like this side of the city.
I mean, I don't see them in competition that much.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I see them everywhere.
I only see Noble athletes wear them.
No,
right? I mean, honestly, like even like hanging out at the beach for all, I can not think of that many Nobles I've seen.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
You're just in your noble echo chamber.
Yeah, there it is. Check one off. A little vocabulary for the day.
He uses that throughout the week.
Yeah, always. I love it.
Next thing we got is 3 athletes at regionals tested positive for PEDs.
Who were they?
CrossFit popped.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to go ahead and shoot a guess out there. It's not going to be anybody that finished top 15 at the games, and if they were not. They hadn't been there more than 1 year.
I don't know that stuff. I'd have to actually.
Well, go ahead. Just read them off. CJ probably knows. No. He probably studies that list every night.
It's my reading. It's my
time to look list. Over
the
games finishers times again.
We got Megan Benzik, Carlos Castillo, and Gina. I don't want to say the last. Yeah. Anybody?
All Europe. Oh, South. Huh. All girls. All girls.
Yeah.
They get popped
wow. There's some good stuff on here.
Yeah,
one of them got popped for caffeine, right? Wasn't it like a pre-workout supplement?
So one of them did come out and say
that
it was something in their pre-workout.
Yeah. One of them was like a direct pre-workout, but the other two were like very...
Oxandrolone, which is an anabolic steroid.
Right.
Letrozole.
Oh, yeah. All of them are.
And just straight up amphetamine.
Nice.
So probably
that's
like, the stuff people take for school.
Adderall.
Oh, that's right. It was Adderall, and she knew. That's right, because she's prescribed Adderall.
Yeah,
that's right. That's what it was.
Wasn't she the one that came out and said yeah, I did take that stuff.
Yeah, I know.
The Adderall was the only thing that was legitimate.
Yeah.
I respect that highly.
Yeah, I can respect that.
What is LGD 4033?
Look it up.
Let's Google that.
LGD.
Here, they go on to show her post that she made. She just talked about what you just said, how she actually she was prescribed Vyvanse.
Oh, Vyvanse.
Same thing.
But she was taking Anavar that was not prescribed.
Yep, one prescribed Anavar.
Yeah, definitely was not prescribed that. I have a lot of respect for that. Like her just owning up to it.
Yeah.
I mean, unlike other people that we've seen in the past who just, will defend and defend and defend.
Right.
When like your trainer didn't put testosterone and anthate in your water,
Right. You doing that here?
Definitely. Yeah. Because that's how that works.
You got that in the water fountain?
Yeah.
It just runs.
Just on a drip.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to say about that one?
No.
Yeah, there's not much to say. It's
people are gonna. I do know they're struggling getting the people notified, or not struggling, but like the people are getting notified that like to take their place, like the 6th place. I think for all of them, and some of them aren't gonna be able to go.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because 3 weeks.
Yeah, you weren't specifically training for that anymore.
Some of them weren't.
Wow.
So other teams, like one of the teams, so the team got popped and taken out in Europe for a not popped, but for they opened an affiliate, but it wasn't supposed to open until after the open, and it opened earlier. They got the affiliate registration early.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That was pretty crazy. And
which
it's bullshit.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I think CrossFit
being somebody that filed for an affiliate, it doesn't take that long.
Well, they said so they were expecting it to take long. So I think that could have been their fault. They were expecting it to take like 2 months, but it took like 3 weeks.
Just a couple weeks. Yeah, it doesn't take long at all.
So once they became the owners of the affiliate, you can no longer train for another affiliate or compete for another affiliate if the affiliate is in your name. And so they were then disqualified. I think it was the South African team that got picked up, and they were ready to go. There was like another team that happened for, I think maybe in the West, something similar, and the 6th place team denied it because they hadn't been training.
Yeah, I mean, you broke the rules. I mean,
yeah,
whenever you got to the name selection process, you should have been like, oh, we're getting pretty close now. Probably should slow this down a little bit, because it's not like a process that you start and you just leave it alone.
Right.
Like, you were involved the whole way.
Right.
you know, at any point you could have said, you could have just left the email alone and not answered back. You know, I don't know. I think it was just a lack of consciousness on what was going on.
Yeah,
you know?
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, or either they just were like, oh, this went pretty quick. They won't care.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
But rules are rules, and they're there for a reason. You know, if they let them go, then what else do they have to let go?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I agree.
I will say those 3 athletes finished 28th, 25th, and 8th respectively in their regions.
Oh, they didn't qualify?
No, from what it sounds like, they didn't even qualify.
Who cares? Why is that even? Why they weren't what were they disqualified from then? Like being in.
Oh, they're just showing that they tested positive.
Oh, I thought they were disqualified from the games.
Look, these people do drugs.
Yeah,
we
catch them.
Yeah. Oh, misread that story. All right, next.
We got
this is the big one.
Yeah, the IWF weight class changes. Oh yeah, so, big deal.
Now, we were just talking about this before, and I've been kind of disconnected on this. Are these the official, final, approved by the IWF Congress?
Yes, this is the IWF Instagram page, verified. Let me check. Is it verified? They're not even verified. Why are they not verified?
Not verified yet.
But yes, it is official. They Hook Grip and all of them have made it. Over the past couple of days, they've had several posts about it, but this is the official one that they just voted on to go through, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just read them off.
Go ahead, go for it.
We got either for the men, it goes from 55, 61, 67, 73, 81, 89, 96, 102, 109, and then 109 plus. Those are all in kilos, by the way. Don't get that mixed up. And then that's if it's a non-Olympic year. And if it is Olympic year, it goes 61, 67, 73, 81, 96, 109, and 109 plus. So it loses 3 weight classes in an Olympic year.
And what are the women's weight classes?
Women weight classes are 45, 49, 55, 59, 64, 71, 76, 81, 87, and 87 plus. In the Olympic year, it will be 49, 55, 59, 64, 76, 87, and 87 plus.
And what's interesting is that in the Olympic year they dropped the lowest weight classes of both.
Yeah.
I don't care for that very much. I think you're really hanging out a group of people to dry.
Yeah, that's what that sounds like to me.
I mean, in reality, I mean, you're probably not going to have that many men that are 55 kilos.
Yeah.
But still, gosh, man, that just seems like you're really doing a group of people dirty. I get it that they took it from wrestling and they think this is going to be somehow an answer to the drug problem, but
yeah, what does that have to, I don't understand what weight has to do with the drug problem at all. I mean,
well,
only it just has there's a correlation there. I think that's what it is, correlation, where certain weight classes have more.
Right. This is the same.
Testing positive.
This is the same group of people that came out and said before all this. They said we're going to get rid of just the 94 men's weight class because they have the highest incidence of getting popped for drugs. Right. I think that's what you call correlation without causation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't think there's any direct causation besides the need to win. That's the causation for taking steroids, right? Is the desire to win.
Yeah, but I mean, like you just said, it doesn't make any sense just to go ahead and say, oh, these weight classes have, people are getting popped at these weight classes. If we change the weight classes, nobody's going to get popped. Right. I've said it before, and I'll keep saying it. I think this is a very lazy and a very cheap way of solving a problem that cannot be solved easily or cheaply. And it's not going to. And I think, I don't know if you're aware, but they did all this because the IOC came out and told the IWF, said, if you do not fix this drug problem, weightlifting will no longer be in the Olympics.
Right. I knew that.
And so they're trying to solve it in such a dumb way. What is this going to do? Right. Like, you're not saving the sport. This is going to cause the sport to die because it's not in the Olympics anymore. Right. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. And not that not being in the Olympics is the worst thing that happened to the sport, but you're taking the prestige of the sport away.
Right.
Yeah. I think a lot of people that would desire to be part of the sport wouldn't follow it very much anymore.
Right.
If it wasn't
I mean, yeah. Now you're not like in an elite class of all Americans representing your country or whatever. Then you just get to be in your group of athletes.
Right.
Right. I mean, if you go watch the Olympics, you're going to find some crazy new sport every time you watch it. Like speed walking. Yeah. you know.
Have you ever tried to speed walk? That shit is hard.
I didn't say it was hard. I didn't say it was easy. I just said it was crazy.
Yeah.
It is pretty crazy.
Yeah. They do like a 6-minute mile. For like 10 miles.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's nuts.
Yep. Think about that.
I can't do that running.
Exactly. To be serious.
But anyway, I mean, I'm horribly afraid that this is going to seriously harm our sport, and I would hate for this to be the downfall. I think the only real way to fix it is you got to go one of two routes. You got to go the route where you ramp up everything. You're paying a ton more for drug testing. Everybody's getting drug tested in season, out of season. You're scaring people, right? And you're hopefully threatening them enough to stay off of drugs. Or, this is the way that you're going to save more people from getting popped, is you go the NFL route, where everybody's getting tested once a year, right? In 1 month a year, everybody's getting tested. You all know when it's coming, all right? And if you get popped, well, we're just going to retest you in a couple weeks, right? Don't let us pop you again. All right, if you get popped again, we're going to retest you in a couple weeks. Don't let us get you again, please. Right? And you do that. You give them a couple months to get a positive or a negative drug test, and then you can finally say, "Oh, look, this guy's clean. I got it right here." Mm-hmm. Right? So you either got to make it, and I say this every time, you got to make it none of it okay or all of it okay. You can't be in the middle, which is exactly where we are now.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and as it is an Olympic sport, the all of it is okay is not an option.
Right. Exactly.
It's not an option at all.
Exactly. I agree 100%.
So,
but like I say, my point is that's the option.
Right.
And you
sure
we got to go one way. If we sit in the middle, it's going to kill the sport.
Right. Understood.
Yep.
Yeah, I got you.
I just find it interesting what they chose to take out for an Olympic year. They chose to take out an 89, which makes it like 15 kilos between 81 and 96.
Wow.
So
wow,
a lot of people getting screwed there.
33 pounds, that's crazy.
Yeah, and then
that's huge. That's a huge weight class.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, and then I really wish they would have actually kind of bumped up the
heavyweight.
The heavyweight more, because it goes from 105 now it's 102 and 109.
Yeah, so I don't think that makes a lot of difference. I think that's kind of pointless.
It didn't fix the problem that the heavyweights had.
I really loved they had some proposed weight classes a few days ago that I loved, and it actually had a 118 plus.
That would be dope.
It would make so much sense.
Some monsters.
Like now you're you're not punishing the guys that are 250 pounds.
Right.
Like you're letting you're letting those guys have a weight class.
Right.
And they should. Yeah. Like those guys are monsters in their own right.
Yeah.
And then you can let the 350 pound behemoths have their weight class.
Damn behemoths.
No, it's crazy. I thought that iteration that they had was the best one.
That was the best
so
one.
Far.
That was the best one. And the weight classes were pretty broad, but I don't think that's a horrible thing.
Yeah,
if they're all broad.
Yeah, I think you widen them out 8 to 9 kilos apiece, and you don't take away any weight classes during Olympic years.
Yeah,
I think you make them bigger. You make them a little bit. I mean, just with 1 to 2 kilos here and there would solve that. You'd still take away 2 weight classes or 1, and then you don't take away anything during Olympic year because now just the fluctuation's too big.
I really want to hear the reasoning behind taking them away for the Olympic year. I can't fathom the purpose.
Wrestling. Didn't wrestling have a big steroid problem at one point in time?
Right, and wrestling got kicked out of the Olympics as well.
Right.
I mean, we don't want to get kicked out of the Olympics.
So let's
do what the people that got kicked out of the Olympics did.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? How?
Right. Gotta read a history book.
Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, new weight classes proposed. We don't agree with them. I think they're bananas and
make things interesting.
We'll see, but they're not the official ones yet. They'll probably change today again.
No,
they are.
Those are the final.
The finals. Yeah, boo. So, do we have any other news, Bailey?
That's it.
No, we do
not.
That it?
All right, guys. Thank you for turning in for Fit News. I'm Dr. CJ Palma. This is Ryan and Bailey and tune in a minute for our actual show. See ya.
See ya.